What up, guys? Tommy Vce here. We are on, baby. We are on. Let's see. My hair looks messed up. This shirt I just got, it looks terrible. It looks so freaking faded. And it's also very large. But yeah, let's try to make the best out of it. Let's see what we can do here, guys.
At Advent, we help sleep apnea sufferers avoid the CPAP machine by getting your nose and throat working with our unique
Commissioners meeting right now to find ways to improve safety on South Beach after a young father was gunned down in front of his family. Local 10's Ian Margle is live with more. Ian.
Yeah, there have been a lot of questions about crime here on Miami Beach, especially on South Beach lately. And right now, as we speak, the Miami Beach Commission is meeting to discuss their options to see what they can do to curb some of that crime. And just to recap, as you mentioned, we just had here in Miami Beach the murder of Dustin Wakefield, a tourist eating with his family when a man who says he was high on mushrooms came up, shot, and killed him. There were also the usual issues during spring break with people out on the streets fighting, frustrated.
Did you guys see this guy here? Look at that. Look at this guy here. Police officer holds him like he's a potato, man. Look at that. That poor guy, man. Holy shit. Look at that.
With people out on the streets
I know, man. This is
frustrating a lot of people who live here on Miami Beach. And then there were also the recent incident that Miami Beach Police Department had itself when 5 of their officers were charged with battery after the rough arrest of 2 men back in July. Video in that case showed officers kicking one man in the head, punching the other in the face, among other things. Now that all stemmed from one of the men allegedly hitting an officer with a scooter. So just thinking about all of that today, the commission is here discussing their options for fixing these issues. Some of the things they are discussing is increasing the visibility of police, pushing for more aggressive prosecution of people who are arrested, and then even exploring their options for appealing when charges are dropped against those people who are arrested. Now, Miami Beach Commissioner Stephen Minor is sponsoring 2 of the items they're discussing. We caught up with him briefly before the meeting. Take a listen.
Talking to anybody in law enforcement, that has always been the key: high level visibility, police officers out on the street interacting with the community. And we have a very good police force, but we need to do it more. We can do it better and have that level of visibility that people know they're not going to come here and violate our laws.
And that sort of seems to be the consensus, how all these commissioners are thinking. How do we get the message across that just because Miami Beach is a place where people love to come vacation, love to come have fun, this is not a place where you should be coming to commit crimes, to do things that are dangerous. Miami-Dade Police Director Freddie Ramirez was even here speaking to the commission, saying how the county can help out, how they are already helping out with the Miami Beach Police Department. That meeting is ongoing as we speak. We will have much more for you tonight on Local 10. For now, we are live on Miami Beach. I'm Ian Margle, Local 10 News.
Some business owners on Miami Beach taking matters into their own hands after they say crime has gotten out of control. That is security video showing just one of the outrageous incidents those business owners say they deal with every day.
And they're speaking only to Local 10 about having to get physical with people trying to rip them off. Local 10's Rosh Lowe is live to show us. Rosh.
All right, everyone, wait until you see this video that we have for you tonight. Actually, 2 videos. The first, a guy strips down naked after threatening to kill people and rob a store. The second, we have a store owner, same place, who says, you know what, enough is enough, after he says a guy was trying to steal for him. and he took matters into his own hand. So let's begin with this guy who strips down naked after witnesses say he tried to rob Gulf Liquors on Miami Beach and threatened to kill everyone.
Okay, get on the ground. Get on the ground.
Joseph Booker has been arrested and charged with, among other things, assault.
It's really bad. It's like every day something.
Store owner says crime has gotten out of control on Miami Beach, and just take a look at this video. He says this guy last month was trying to steal a bottle of liquor when he pushed his wife. Now watch for yourself.
I was in the back in my office in the back. I look in the camera, I see my wife getting roughed up by some guy, and I just come and I just hit him.
Slaps, punches, and a bottle over the head didn't deter this guy. The videos tell this story.
Every week is a problem here, almost every week.
For small business owners like George and his wife, they say it has become increasingly difficult to do their jobs. This liquor store located on Alton Road, right next to Lincoln Road. On Friday night, just another incident for them, and they hope it will end. So what is the solution here? You just saw those.
Can I say, guys? There's women, man. Look at that. 22 minutes ago.
Why are you not investing in tax liens? No, seriously. Why are you not investing into one of the...
Only see on Local 10 News. It shows a suspected drunk driver in cuffs shortly after police say she slammed into a pedestrian. And they also say that she took off from that scene, leaving a woman for dead.
Tonight, we're seeing her for the first time on video in the back of a police cruiser. Local 10's Leanne Morajon is live in Miami with the exclusive. Leanne?
Calvin, Nicole, we made a request for this video months ago, and now we know from the state attorney's office that there are hours worth of body camera footage related to this case. The excerpt we're going to show you is only a couple of minutes long, but it shows what this woman looked like after she was taken into custody and her interactions with police.
Start back up.
Body-worn camera footage shows 32-year-old Ivana Gomez in cuffs.
Put your hand back.
The Miami-Dade State Attorney's Office releasing about 3 minutes of video out of hours of material. The video taken during the wee hours of May 30th after Miami police say Gomez struck 41-year-old Catherine Kipnis with her car and left her for dead.
She hit the victim so hard that the victim's head went into the vehicle through the windshield. Some of the victim's hair got caught on the passenger's seatbelt of the defendant's vehicle.
2 minutes worth of the video was silenced, but shows Miami police on scene. The crash happened around 1:15 that morning near Southwest 22nd Avenue and 8th Street in Little Havana. Police say Gomez fled after the impact. Witnesses told police they found her at Beacon and 7th Street, and she was taken into custody. According to her arrest report, while in the back of the police car, quote, she spontaneously stated that it was just a homeless person that I hit.
Where
and
is it? Where's my Figo edit? Yes, sir. Where's my Figo edit? If you don't have the edit done by now, man.
Just an accident.
No homeless person deserved to be treated the way this defendant treated that woman, but she was anything but.
The video obtained by Local 10 does not depict that
Okay,
statement to police.
where's the
While
edit?
audio does pick up on the video, Gomez is already in the back seat.
To get out?
Yeah. Gomez struggles to get out with her hands behind her back, and the female officer searches her.
Do you have anything on your person that can help you quickly or heart rate anyway?
Records show Gomez is still locked up. Friends and family of the victim, known as Katie, remembering her spirit.
Katie was an amazing person.
Katie was a lesbian. Katie liked to lick pussy. I'm sorry, but that's what she wanted to do.
Now to Amy Viteri and whether race is playing a role in the spring break crackdown on South Beach. Amy.
Well, Nicole, it really depends who you talk to. Some residents and city officials say something had to be done to keep public safety intact based on some of the behaviors we've been seeing. But others say the city is unfairly targeting Black visitors and perhaps trying to make them feel less than welcome.
We do not condone violence from anyone.
Curfews, closures, and chaos in South Beach as spring break visitors overwhelm the city.
Most of those are young and black, prompting some to question whether
Poor
race is motivating the
guys,
city's
poor
response.
guys. Most are young and black. Blah blah blah. Man, these news are so freaking ridiculous, man.
They're met
Anyways,
with
we'll
heavy
see.
police presence, right? They're met with street closures. They're met with closed parking lots.
Miami-Dade NAACP President Daniela Pierre argues the city's amped up police presence and aggressive enforcement of curfew with little notice to visitors sends an unwelcoming message and only adds to tensions.
What are you targeting? Is it crime or is it a culture?
COVID has had people pent up for quite a long time, again, well over a year.
The city's police chief telling Local 10 the environment this year is different and crowds have been challenging officers trying to make arrests.
I think they're coming here to kind of unwind a little bit, but I think they're also pushing the gambit of obeying the rules.
You just look at the videos. We're not targeting a group of people. We're targeting conduct.
Mayor Dan Gelber says this enforcement is about public safety. Videos in recent days have shown fights and damage to property. Some businesses have decided to close down over safety concerns.
We still have a right to go on Miami Beach, and we still have a right to be treated fairly.
And things are relatively calm this evening, though open containers like the one you're looking at right there among the many concerns that people have had with events like this high impact period. Now, the city of Miami Beach just announced a Black Affairs Advisory Committee that had been formed just last month. But one other thing we have heard concerns about on both sides is the public health issue.
Oh
Many
man,
of the
where's
people
my
traveling here to Florida, where we have few COVID restrictions, if any, in place.
where's my
Many
squad
of them
towel,
not
man?
wearing masks, and that is something that the police chief
Yes,
says
sir.
many are resistant to doing here on
I
these
got a call
spring
for you
nights.
here.
We're live in Miami Beach. Amy Viteri, Local
Slow
10.
by.
Can you
Sorry.
please just hear me out? No, all work management platforms are the same. Monday.com is the one you'll actually love to use. It lets you set up your workflows yourself.
We got a call for you here, yes, sir. Hello? Oh, it's nobody. Oh, thank you, man. It's no freaking body, man. No one. No one. No one. Where's Scott Hall, man? Where's my Scott Hall doll? Where is it? You brought to my attention here that I don't even know what my Scott Hall doll is. Where is it? It's gone. It's gone. What up, Nico? What's up, Nico from New Mexico? New Mexico, huh? Well, actually, it's like this, right? New Mexico. New Mexico. Man, I need to use the restroom. A couple of minutes, maybe. It might be more than that. I'll be back. We'll see if I'm still alive in a couple of minutes. Best Pokemon. Yeah, sir. What's the name of this Pokemon here, man? What's the best Pokemon ever? Scyther. Go fly, Scyther. No. Don't even start with the politics. Don't even start with the Don't even start with the flag flying. Okay? I'll be back in a couple of minutes. What is what? What is what, man? What is what? Nico, look at this guy here, Nico. What should we do with this guy here, Nico? This guy, man, yes, sir. He always wants to bring politics and all that type of stuff. What should we do about Yasser, Nico? Am I gonna cancel him? No, because I'm not a dictator. Right? I'm pro for like free speech. You can say whatever the fuck you want. But what should we do, Nico, about Yasser Nazam? He's been here watching my life for over the last year or so. He's one of the OGs one. He's a OG. Yes, sir. He's always here, man. He's always like, oh, Palestine. Yes, sir. Yes. Yes, sir. Let me tell you a secret. Yes, sir. Let me tell you a secret. I'm pro-Palestine. We are at the same team. Okay? You don't need to keep asking that freaking question every single freaking time. You don't need to bring politics into this conversation. Again, I am with Palestine. Yes, I am. It is a genocide. That's what I think. Do I talk about it every single live I have? No. No. I'm just one guy. You know. What does just chill. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Chill. Chill the F out. No, I don't speak Kurdish. You come here, you speak English or Spanish. If you don't speak English or Spanish, I'm sorry. You're gonna be out. I don't. Who the speaks Kurdish? Like, no, seriously. Yes, sir. How many people in the world speak Kurdish? How many people do you think? Just the people in your region there. I have no idea how to speak your language, right? You speak English. 100% you speak English. But I'm not saying anything else. No politics. You know, we are at the same freaking side. Okay? You don't need to come here and talk politics. I understand. We are in the same boat. We are here, man, fighting the same war. And I will go to the bathroom now for a couple of minutes because I need to. You guys stay here. Let me play a song here for you guys. It's gonna be the Gigante de Hierro. Grupo Sonhador. Okay. Guys, I'll be back in a couple of minutes.
You can
Stay
get 4 free
here.
phones plus 4
Hit the
lines for
thumbs up.
$90.
Hey, we're tired of having the... Ok, vamos con el siguiente temita, algo de los amigos del Grupo Soñador, cumbia sonidera
Love
para
this
todo
chick.
el mundo. Saluditos para nuestro amigo Joe Yáñez y para nuestro amigo Oscar Pérez y Emanuel Donato para todos mis amigos. Así que vámonos allá a Nueva York, Nueva Jersey, todo el mundo. Este temita suena y dice a ritmo de la nueva misión. ¡Suénalo!
It's Tommy Vce here.
Soy un gigante en verdad. Ni el hechizo logrará que yo te deje de amar. Ninguna envidia vencerá. Soy un gigante en verdad por ti. Por ti. Por ti.
But yeah, guys, let's see. Miami, Scarface locations.
Was it a hotel or was it an apartment?
Back then, I wouldn't say it was apartment. You could even see, I believe they were locals in the video. You see, this was a older Jewish community back in the day before, towards the end of the 80s when Miami Vice, and they got really popular with the younger crowd. But this was all like
I love how you know Portuguese, man.
The older crowd sitting out front. I believe those were locals.
Portuguese, one of the one of the major languages.
And take a closer look. Unfortunately,
Because of the conquistadors, right?
Which really sucks. If you go online and look up older Scarface location videos, you can see that people have gone up there. But over here, there's a plaque commemorating to the movie. This is the actual staircase that was used in the filming of the 1983 classic movie Scarface, starring Al Pacino, Stephen Bauer, Mary Elizabeth Monstrantio, Michelle Pfeiffer. This scene depicts the Chainsaw Massacre and is a world-famous Hollywood landmark.
With Lucid, agile teams don't have to start from square one. Need to run agile events with a hybrid team? Use facilitator tools.
So in the film, there was a gate right here in front of the steps that Tony goes around and walks up these steps. Tony would have went up these steps right here. Now it has changed since then. Would have went up right here and turned around, and the door is right there. But they didn't actually film that scene, the chainsaw scene, here in this building. That was on a studio, it's movie magic. So the entire staircase scene was filmed right here at this location. A lot of people get that confused and think this is the actual location for the chainsaw scene. But just to clear things up, that was filmed on a studio. That is confirmed by IMDb. And I have a friend with me who's gonna tell me a little bit about his story when he came here to do these locations. So what's going on here?
Jordan. Okay, so I have an old grainy video way before cell phones had cameras on them. I don't know if it was an old cell phone or maybe a digital camera, but the apartment was still up there, and somewhere online, I can send it to you if you want to share it. We went up the stairs, and like you said, you get to the second floor, and then you turn, there's another set of stairs that went up to the door. It wasn't that one.
Cool.
This is all big
Cool.
But from up there, there was, even though the scene, like
Done
you
with
said,
these guys, man. I'm seriously, I'm done. You and I, we appreciate the good things in life, right? Smoke, the liquid, all the good stuff. These guys, they just want to like point fingers and say, you are the bad guy. Like, synth music, man. Don't come around my channel talking about synth music.
So from this point
Like,
of view,
get a grip. Fix your freaking life first before you come to my channel,
would have been
right?
sitting, as Tony would have been looking out the balcony.
But Miami, guys, Miami. I'll be there in 2 months, guys. 2 freaking months.
Right about there. And then
Gonna be walking those streets,
Tony
smoking a
runs down the
cigar,
staircase,
getting a fine
and we get
because
a
I'm smoking
shot.
outside. Not supposed to smoke outside in
I
Miami.
want to say, would you say it was kind of about here?
Look at the car. Car is always there, man. The car was there when I went last time. It was there.
limping. You can see him trying to get away. Tony comes running. He runs in front of him, turns around and makes sure he puts the gun right through his head and shoots it right in the street. And he jumps in the car and they drive off. Yeah. I believe. I don't have the still shots.
It was. How do you know, man? Now I'm a little scared. How the fuck do you know? It was.
Definitely see Al Pacino holding the gun in the middle of the street here.
So right here
Let's see
where I'm
here.
kneeling at
God,
is the
I
exact
can
spot
read it.
where Tony killed the drug lord.
July.
And all of these
Oh,
buildings
sorry.
can be seen in the background. And you kind of can't
July
really see it
30th.
right now, but behind this palm tree, there's a
37.
specific set of windows
30.
that
The
can be
fuck
seen.
that?
Yeah, right here. It's the infamous
Oh, man.
shot of Tony shooting the drug
Pushing
lord.
forwards, man.
If you guys haven't figured it out yet,
Life
I'm here
has no
with Ricky
meaning
from Ricky's
whatsoever.
Happened Here. Go check out his YouTube
Just
channel.
kidding.
We're going around Miami
But
today, filming some stuff, and he's showing me around. He kind of didn't want to be on video, but it's all right, Ricky. It only makes sense. So
Sweaty, man.
it's humid out
Thank
here,
you,
man.
man. I'm good.
But,
You know, there was
we're gonna
nothing
go on
to
to the next
celebrate.
location. Let's go.
Nothing at all.
All right, so
to
for this
celebrate.
next location,
At
I'm
all.
at the MacArthur
The
Causeway.
fuck? Oh,
This specific
there's
location
nothing to celebrate.
is the payphone scene where Tony talks to Omar
It
Suarez
was just another year
right
or
after the
one
drug
night
deal
shit.
at the beginning of the movie that goes bad.
Yeah,
And
30
Omar
steps.
tells Tony to bring the money and the drugs to him. Tony's like, no, fuck you. But I'm gonna show you that exact spot where it was filmed. Check this out. So right here is where the payphone scene would have went down. This whole island right here is Star Island. And you can see this bridge right here in the background. This is the exact spot. This is freaking sweet, I'm not gonna lie, to actually be here and see this location. And it looks like it has been redone, because obviously there's no payphone or sidewalk of any kind except for like this little thing right here, but technically not a sidewalk. But right here, this is freaking sweet.
EVE Online is a vast universe, alive with the unrelenting activity and combined history of its players. Pursuing lives of adventure, warfare, and...
All right, so we're out here on the beach. A lot has changed since the filming of the movie. As you can see, there is no little hut where you can get ice cream. And it's pretty much been rebuilt. Like, there's stuff right here going on. And you walk up this way, and then it takes you right in to the Fontainebleau, which is straight ahead right that way. And the pool area, you can't really get to.
I was there. Last time I was in Miami, I went through there.
So I would assume, yeah, this walkway was not here when they filmed. So you can't really see it, but right over there is the pool area just beyond this brush. It's like there might be a wedding or something going on, a huge party, I don't know. But the pool area is definitely over there. We can't see it, unfortunately. But, yep. Here's another shot of the pool area. It's straight ahead. Now, as you can see, nothing looks like it did in the movie. It's still cool though to see this location. How much has changed since then. And I do apologize that there's nothing to match up here, but it is in fact the exact area where it was filmed. All right, so here we are at the next location. This building here stood in for Lopez's condo. The exterior shots were filmed here, but the interior shots were filmed somewhere else. And Tony's like, what the fuck is wrong with this guy, man? And they go walking up the steps right there.
That's a place I need to visit. I don't know where my little notebook is. Where's my little notebook? I lost my... Oh. Right here. Just found it, guys. Just found it. My notebook. Where's my pen? I need a pen. notebook is right here. Now I need a pen. Oh, probably. What is the name of this hotel here?
And the other part is where Tony pulls up in the cream puff mobile, the Cadillac, the yellow Cadillac, with Manny to pick up Elvira. And she's standing at the top of those steps right there. And she says, I wouldn't be caught dead in that thing. She's like, I thought you were taking me to see Frank. She would have stood right there. Basically where that cone is. How cool is that? Don't mind the chainsaw sounds behind me. They're cutting stuff down from the trees. But right here is Frank Lopez's house from the movie. Interiors and exterior shots were both filmed here, especially the pool scene out back where Tony comes up and talks to Elvira about wanting a life with her, and he wants to take her from Lopez. But this is in fact Lopez's house. I'll try and get a aerial shot of what the back of it looks like. Such friendly people around here. This is in the fancy part of the neighborhood. But right over this hedge, right around the corner, is the pool where Elvira is laying out by the pool. How cool is that? Not much to see from this outside location, but this is in fact Frank Lopez's house. All right, so you will notice that I am back here in my hotel room. It has been a fully productive day. I am so thankful to have accomplished everything. We got everything, almost everything done that we had planned. The only thing missing from the Scarface locations video that I did not get to, unfortunately things happen, you know, time wasn't of the essence. People have places to be, traffic, everything just happening at once. You know, things don't always go the way that we want them to go. With that being said, the only location that we did not hit, filmed here in Florida, is the Babylon Club. The thing about the Babylon Club is that the exteriors were filmed here in Florida, but the interior shots of the Babylon Club were filmed on a soundstage. I don't know if it was here in Florida or in LA, but a lot of people think that because this movie is based in Miami, Florida, that it was all filmed here. No, it was filmed between here and LA. There's a lot of LA locations as well that I would love to hit one day. So the Babylon Club is the only location here in Florida that we did not hit. Still cool though, nonetheless, to see everything today and do everything. Beyond thankful. I love it. And I would also like to send a special shout out, two special shout outs. I would like to send a special shout out to Ricky from Ricky's It Happened Here. He has been generous enough to drive me around Miami all day and hit all these locations. We have been at it since like 8 o'clock this morning, and it has been hectic, but very, very fun. So go check out his YouTube channel. I will put a link in the description below. You guys can check out that channel. Really nice guy. Ricky, if you're watching this, thank you so much for just everything. Dude, if there's anything I can ever do to repay you, please let me know. I'm beyond thankful. I'm very grateful for all of your information, for everything that we have done today. And I would also like to give a special shout out to my mom. So Scarface is special because it is a movie that me and my mom both love. Growing up, that I would watch it. She would sit down and watch it with me as well. It was kind of like our thing. We always had dreams of one day coming to Florida.
Man, props to his mom, man. His mom used to watch Scarface with him. How many moms did that shit? You know, like how many moms actually, watch Scarface with their kid? His mom deserves all props. Guys, I'm still trying to get like my other laptop here is acting up a little bit. So I'm not being able to see the comments for quite a while now. So I'm sorry if I missed your comments. That's just how the internet works. Look at that, man. It's not working. Ah, man, that pisses me off. That pisses me. Let's see how we're doing, guys. Bane, what's up, Bane? What up, Bane? Or B4, right? What up? What up? Sorry, man. I'm just my computer here is not working properly. I have a second laptop here that just doesn't work. It keeps telling me, well, we got connected, blah blah blah. It's just, man, I'm sick of this shit. I'm sick. I'm sorry for saying that. Where are you from, man? Bane. Where are you from again? Midnight? Here's like 6 p.m. So you might be either in the Europe or Middle Eastern, right? Did I get it right? It's 6 p.m. here in Wisconsin. 6:02. Man, my other computer here doesn't work at all. At all. Connect to the internet, man. I'm done with that computer, man. What's up, guys? Bane, where are you? Where are you from? South Africa. South Africa, man. South Africa. Let's watch South Africa armored truck. When I think about South Africa, I understand, all the politics and whatnot, but look at this, guys. This is a video from South Africa that became famous worldwide because the guys, they got hit. These guys are driving a armor truck with money, and they got ambushed. And then you can see the shoots, like all the shots taken on both of the windows. You guys gonna see it. It's crazy. Driver here, man, he is balls of steel. This guy is so freaking cold. Look at that. There's already a huge shot on this freaking window. South Africa, guys. And I'm so glad that we're not gonna make this about race, right? We have a white guy, we have a black guy, both working for this armored company together. There's no like racial stuff. This is just a guy going about his business during a work day. That's what it is. Two guys, right? Look at that. Are they gonna shoot the left side? Hopefully they do, because then I'm like, okay, it's less. We'll see.
Coming off dash. Found Robbie, found Josh. Ask him where they are.
Sorry guys, I'm not being able to see your comments here. Let me see if I can get those up on my cell phone.
Shoot him. The lateral.
But yeah, that was South Africa. Let's see this guy here.
Imagine
The
being
guy
able to
was
build
driving.
anything
This
just
is
by
what we
thinking
have
about it.
about
Meet Base 44,
a
a
freaking
complete
award.
AI creation.
Thursday, April 22nd, 2021. In the heart of South Africa, a two-man armored truck running a routine high-risk cash delivery quickly find themselves in a high-speed ambush after being tailed by a convoy of robbers in a textbook box-in formation and soon take fire at 75 miles per hour. But what they don't know is the driver of the armored truck is a retired special operator from South Africa's premier Tier 1 unit, the SAPS, leading to an intense high-speed standoff on one of South Africa's deadliest highways.
Bring you some news just in now. Cash in transit heists continue to escalate despite a stern warning from Police Minister Becky Cele. Latest incident in Cape Town on Jake's Cadville Drive.
High-speed heist caught on camera. Guards in an armored truck carrying high-value cargo in South Africa.
A hair-raising attempted robbery in South Africa is caught on camera. This video from last month shows an armored car crew coming under gunfire in broad daylight.
In the early 2000s, South Africa experienced a crime wave of unprecedented scale, with cash in transit heists being at the center of it all. As these armored truck robberies began occurring weekly and at times daily, becoming a defining feature of the country's post-apartheid crime landscape. And between 2003 and 2007, cash and transit heists began to spike rapidly.
South Africa continues to grapple with alarming crime rates, placing it among the highest.
With official reports citing over 300 attacks per year by 2006. And those were just the ones reported. Many more were either foiled before the money was taken or quietly settled by private security firms without media attention. And by the time 2008 hit, the number peaked to over 400 incidents in a single year. For context, that's a frequency comparable to cartel-related kidnappings in northern Mexico during the same era. Industrialized, strategic, and relentless. But unlike the organization within a cartel, South Africa primarily had three large players with skin in the game: ex-military syndicates, cross-border crime networks, and street crews with political connections. The ex-military syndicates were among the most deadly, as many members had training from old liberation armies like Umkhonto and Sizwe, or had served in neighboring countries' armed forces. They used proper formations, encrypted comms, and knew how to handle automatic weapons, explosives, and execute tactical ambushes. The cross-border networks and street crews often operated with the help of corrupt local officials or insiders in the transport companies. These crews were leaner, more mobile, and often hit soft targets. But one thing all these crews had in common was Pretoria, the administrative capital of South Africa and a long-standing hot zone for CIT robberies. Pretoria is where they made their moves, as the city sits at a crossroads of major transport routes, including arteries to Johannesburg and Limpopo, which makes Pretoria a prime corridor for high-value cash movements. Combine that with sprawling townships, rural outskirts, and slow police response times, and you've got a target-rich environment for organized crews. Tactically, these crews ran high-speed convoys, utilizing ram bars on their vehicles, and frequently deployed commercial explosives like gelinite or shock tube detonators to blast open armored trucks. Often disguising themselves in police or security uniforms, these crews staged roadblocks, and some even used disguised ambulances to flee with cash, undetected. And the crews got so good that these scores would take an average of under 3 minutes, with some as short as 90 seconds, from ambush to escape.
So you think you know Wix? Do you?
Funny how they use a minute and a half. A minute and a half is a minute and a half, right? 90 seconds. It's half of 3 minutes, but they make it something called so quick.
First up, we've got shit.
Bring you some news just in now. Cash in transit heists continue to escalate despite a stern warning from Police Minister Becky Cele. Latest incidents in Cape Town.
On November 12th of 2018, a CIT vehicle was hit by a convoy of robbers near Pretoria East. Explosives were used, and the getaway was executed in under 2 minutes. One security officer was critically wounded, and no arrests were made. On May 14th of 2019, a team of heavily armed suspects used spike strips to stop a Fidelity truck and held the guards at gunpoint. Explosives were used again, and the rear doors were breached. On April 16th of 2021, where robbers hit a cash van during rush hour, using civilian cars to block traffic. One of the guards was kidnapped during the escape and later released, a tactic increasingly used for hostage leverage and to delay police alerts. That crew made out in less than 60 seconds and were reportedly driving in an Audi A5. All three robberies were believed to be linked, and this crew were believed to be the big fish in town. But before we get into the action, just a quick word from the sponsor of today's video. In today's world, and protect you and your family's information today. These robberies cemented that this wasn't just a crime problem, but an insurgency in motion, as South African police were outgunned, outtrained, and often outmaneuvered, causing the private sector to turn to experienced armed guards, as the gig was no longer just riding shotgun in a CIT truck. It was a full-blown combat duty. And by 2020, most guards hired were either former law enforcement or former special operations, such as Leo Prinsley, an ex-operator of the South African Police Service's Special Task Force, a Tier 1 unit, often compared to France's GIGN or America's FBI hostage rescue team.
So those transit robberies, these guys that have hijacked all the cash and delivery trucks, they're working on that just outside Victoria, Johannesburg area. And just going to load some armor-piercing bullets here to stop the vehicle with. You know, armor-piercing, a little black tip. These guys are highly trained, as I've said. They use AK-47 rifles. They normally throw a jar or a Molotov cocktail.
Let me stop right here, guys. The guy asked me, do I have it? Man, I have 5 different Tommy Vce shirts. Because I know where the stocks go to. You know, there's one I just wore today. The one shirt I was wearing yesterday, that's another shirt. So this one I just wore today. I will make a video with all my Tommy Vce shirts. But yeah, I have multiple of this same shirt. Look at that Mark Zuckerberg, man. Mark Zuckerberg only wears black shirts. And he has multiples of it. But yeah, again, this is the first day I'm using this one here. I actually just got this one a couple days ago. But today is the first day I'm wearing this one specifically. Well, let's see.
After retiring, Prinsloo ran and operated the Edge Shooting Academy, where he taught police, military, and civilians tactical driving, weapons handling, and VIP protection. On the side, Prinsloo began taking CIT escort contracts as a subcontractor for private security companies needing elite-level operators to deter and survive ambushes. And by 2021, Prinsloo was actively operating as a CIT escort driver, contracted for Fortis Proactive Defense Solutions, a private security firm which handled high-threat routes directly through Pretoria. On the morning of April 22nd, 2021, Prinsloo was behind the wheel of a heavily modified 79 Series Land Cruiser, equipped with bullet-resistant windows, reinforced steel plating, and a lockable cargo area built for moving high-value assets through high-risk zones. I'll take 7 of them. Prinsloo and his partner were scheduled to transport an undisclosed cash load through Pretoria East, when at approximately 10:25 a.m., while driving along the N4 highway, Prinsloo spotted a gray Audi A5 tailing them in a way that mirrored past setups. A black BMW X5 soon flanked the passenger side, and a Ford Ranger on the driver's side. Prinsloo called out the threat and began evasive maneuvers. But it was already too late. The trap was sprung. At 10:27 a.m., 7.62 rounds tore into the Toyota's windshield and driver's side. Prinsloo, an experienced operator, didn't even flinch. With one hand on the wheel, he drew his Glock 17 and scanned for an exit, but he knew not to shoot through the glass, and instead focused on baiting the attackers into overextending. For nearly 4 minutes, Prinsloo floored it, pushing 75 miles per hour, weaving between vehicles, and even veering off-road. When the Audi tried to pass on the left, he rammed it. When they repositioned, he shut them down. And then, he veered off the highway onto Linwood Road, navigating city traffic while scanning for police or a known staging point. By 10:31 a.m., Prinsloo pulled off into a pre-designated safe area, ready to engage if necessary. But without firing a single shot, the attackers backed off, likely low on ammo, rattled, or fearing backup.
So I said to him, "No, Nigel, not without the brie."
And guys, thank you so much for watching. This is going to be the end of the
guards in an armored truck carrying high-value cargo in South Africa attacked by
a hair-raising attempted robbery in South Africa is caught on camera. This video from last month shows an armored car crew coming under gunfire in broad daylight.
In the weeks following Leo Prinsloo's high-speed survival, the footage leaked and spread across the internet like wildfire. Law enforcement and security professionals around the world dissected it, and for a moment, the South African public, numbed by years of violent crime, found a rare kind of catharsis within it. Someone had survived, fought back, and made it look effortless. But beneath the surface, nothing slowed down.
Thank you guys. Thank you so much for watching.
In fact, the year
This was Tommy
2021
Vce.
would go on to be one of the worst on record for CIT robberies in South
hope you
Africa,
guys- I
as
hope you
between
guys have a good
January
day.
and December of
Good day.
2021, South Africa recorded more than 370 CIT robberies, with the bulk of the attacks still
Don't forget to
concentrated
subscribe.
near Pretoria.
Hit the thumbs up.
Despite
And
the
check out my
surge of
short
media
videos.
attention and temporary
Please check out my short videos. As I leave, I want to leave you guys with a song. With a song that you guys can think about it and realize Mexicans just do it better.
Ok, vamos con el siguiente meet, algo de los amigos del grupo Soñador, cumbia sonidera para todo el mundo.
Look at this girl.
Saluditos para nuestro amigo Joe
Look at
Yáñez
this girl
y
in
para
the
nuestro
middle.
amigo Oscar Pérez.
They do
y
it
Manuel
better,
Donato para
man.
todos mis
They
amigos.
just do it.
Así que vámonos allá en Nueva York,
Force them.
Nueva Jersey, todo el mundo.
We gotta
Este
accept it.
temita suena y dice a ritmo de la nueva misión. ¡Suénalo!
Double tap, GTA. We gotta talk. We gotta talk. Soy
un
gigante de hierro. Soy un gigante de verdad.
No te dejes de amar, ninguna envidia vencerá. Soy un gigante en verdad por ti, por ti. El paso del gigante. La nueva misión.
What's up, Nico? Nico, you know. If you know, you know.
Soy un gigante de hierro. Soy un gigante en verdad. Ni el hechizo logrará que yo te deje de amar.
If you know,
Ninguna
you know.
envidia vencerá. Soy un gigante en verdad por ti. Por ti.
Again, guys, thank you so much for watching. Nico, Joseph, I'm glad you're here, man. Love you. I need you here, man. You are one of the OGs here, Joseph. You are one of the OGs. I need you. I need you. Okay? Appreciate all of you. Thank you, Nico, Don Tomás, el gigante, sí. Precisamente 1,95 centímetros. 96. Bien. Pero gracias. Thank you, Joseph. Thank you, Nico. Thank you. What was that other guy from South Africa? Oh, Ethan was here too. Ethan from Chicago. Ethan Vce. Make sure you follow him. And Bane from South Africa. night. Great day.
Sola nueva visión. Gracias.
Me
Saluditos para nuestro amigo Joe
encanta
Yáñez.
a esta chica aquí. Me encanta. Pero life sucks. So, will I ever be able to meet this girl? Maybe never. But Nico, you have a good night, man. I appreciate you. Appreciate Joseph, all of you guys, Ethan and Bane. You guys have a good night. See ya.